Okay, question 3. Identify 3 different ways that the design of a solution to a problem can be presented. So this is all to do with the development life cycle. And in the spec there are 4 stages that you need to know, and you need to know them in order. So we've got the analysis stage, we've got the design stage, then we have the coding stage, and then we have the testing stage. The analysis is where we decompose the problem and we come up with a list of requirements that we need to solve. The design stage is where we create obviously a design that we can go ahead and make a coded solution for. We'll talk about that in a second. The coding stage is where we write the code. This is also known as the implementation stage as well. In the Cambridge spec it's called coding stage, that's fine. And then finally we have the actual testing stage. The testing stage is where we just make sure our code does what it's supposed to do. In reality there will be a final stage, which will be the evaluation stage. And it's not in the spec, but just be aware that it is there. You could potentially be asked a question on it. So the evaluation stage is where we simply go back to our list of requirements we made after we did the analysis, and we just say, have we met those requirements? So the question wants to know, how can we present the design of solutions? There are 3 ways that are listed in the spec and that you would have probably practiced in class. We have structure diagrams. So structure diagrams is where we take the original problem and we come up with sort of a block diagram like that. That's the original problem. We might then decide, well, there are kind of 3 main parts that we need to solve for this, and then there might then be separate parts coming off this. So it's kind of a structure that we can break the problem down into smaller manageable tasks, and then we can sort of tackle each of these sort of smaller tasks down here to solve the problem. We also have a flowcharts. So flowcharts are where we use those standard symbols to represent input and output and decisions. Again, you'll have done those. And then pseudocode, which is a design language, doesn't run on or compile, but you can write some pseudocode, give it to a programmer, and then they could turn that into whatever their chosen language is. Right, so hopefully that helps, and a little bit of background as well. Let's stop this one and then on to the next one.